Guys, I'm very sad right now. This video is gonna be different from most because it directly affects me and it affects a creator that I like. So if you haven't heard of Brad Taste in Music, he is an online music critic akin to Anthony Fantano or Liam Donovan. Over the last couple of years, he's had a pretty turbulent mental health situation, I would say. So before I get into the current situation, I'll give you a quick run through of all of his previous dramas and controversies and just various incidents he's been involved in. But before I explain that to you, I want to encourage you all to like and subscribe, follow my Blue Sky, all that stuff. It'd be really appreciated, and it keeps me able to make videos like these for you. So please support me. If you don't want to, that's fine. Anyways, let's get into the video. So most of the drama started with this picture of Bradley standing next to Ethan Klein of H3H3. This generated some controversy from Brad's fanbase, as Ethan is a very well-known supporter of Israel, and his podcast with Hassan actually ended because of that. So Brad's fans got upset, and then he apologized, and then some people got mad at him for apologizing, and so he kinda just spiraled from there. After his feud with Ethan, an editor of his accused him of not paying them, and he got into controversy for supporting Rose Millay, or however you pronounce her name. Anyways, she got into controversy herself for apparently being a supporter of pedophilia and zoophilia. Now that's very gross, so people rightfully called Brad out on that, and he eventually retracted his support for her. And then Brad also made a video begging for money, despite the fact that he charged $9 a minute to stream songs. And I'm sure that he was also getting money from donations on YouTube or Twitch or wherever he was streaming. And then he ended up breaking things off with his fiancée, which definitely worsened his mental state. And then over the last year or so, he's made videos saying that he's quitting YouTube and going to rehab, or that he's out of rehab now and that he's back. And it would never last. He would always leave for a little while saying he was going to get help, and then he would just come back. And he would frequently upload these random videos that felt almost nonsensical and strange. Most of his problems were brought on by himself and just constantly being chronically online. Anyways, I mentioned the split between his fiancée and him, and that actually leads me into the main drama behind this video. So Brad admitted recently in a now deleted video called SI that he was arrested for domestic battery. He supposedly screamed at his partner, who was crying, and she ended up hiding behind a locked door and calling the police. Now she has made posts stating that she intends to try and deplatform Brad, which means I might end up making a follow-up to this video. But for now, let's focus on what we know for sure. And what we know is that Brad openly admitted to domestic violence, and then he later took the video down and made an apology video because of how aggressively he went after her in the SI video. He also said in that video that he intends to leave the internet for a year. I honestly don't think that he has that kind of commitment. I give it a couple of months before he comes back. This honestly really sucks for me. I mean, I used to be a big fan of Brad, and it really hurts watching him fall off like this. I hope that he can get help and that he can come back in a healthy way, but I honestly just don't see it happening. The way I see it, either he quits YouTube entirely or he just keeps uploading and keeps spiraling. I don't want that to be the reality, but I also think that, okay, I don't want to diagnose him, but I think that Brad most likely has undiagnosed, untreated bipolar. And I've come to that conclusion based on his random and unpredictable behavior. Like, at heart, I don't think that Brad is a bad person, but I think that he has serious problems and he needs serious help. So by making this video, I guess I just wanted to spread awareness, bring attention to the situation and to Brad's mental state. That's really all I had to say, and I'll see you next time. Peace.